1, fight! Hey, there's a little extra look at some of those deep fakes I did for Malcolm. That was fun to do. Some of them actually turned out pretty cool looking. But what's up, guys? Welcome to Tournament Fights. This is episode number 24, 124. And this is Malcolm's Championship episode. So we did a part 1 and a part 2, and we took the Sweet 16 from each of those and combined them into this half bracket. It'll just be a half one for tonight of 32, and we're just gonna vote and try and come up with a championship, and then hopefully Malcolm will watch his. I actually it took me a few months, but I did watch the one that actually won. I actually did a couple of things. I watched the one that won mine, so I watched Hot Fuzz the other day, finally, like almost 6 months later, but still. And I also want to do a rewatch of The Godfather 1 and 2 because, spoiler alert, they might be on here. So I watched, I sat down and I watched it properly without any distractions. All of the first one, I only got to half of part 2 though because I just ran out of time. Those movies are long AF, so yeah. I'll get to the rest, but I still got a kind of a refresher of a lot of how it goes. Like it's just getting to where he is in Havana trying to take over, trying to take out people who are giving him problems essentially. So yeah, that's the part I'm at. But anyways, I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll go ahead and we will introduce our panel for tonight. And Austin is not here tonight. He is dealing with some personal things, so we wish him well with that stuff, and he'll be back probably next week. But we have first off Jacob Barber. How's it going?
Going good. Happy to be here. Excited to help Malcolm find out what his new favorite movie is.
Yeah. Sounds good. And speaking of that, we have the man of the hour, Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. I'm getting ready to be waiting for the mother to call me up to play Wolverine, and the MCU is the deep fake of me and the Logan poster. She looks pretty good.
I know, right? Yeah, they need to cast you. I mean, come on, Marvel, you need to get on that for real. But we also have Richie Goodacre. How's it going?
Hey, no, those deep fakes are good, especially that Austin Powers one on Spy Shagged Me. Look, that's attractive to me. If I was a spy, I would. Anyway, let's just
see those. You can take a quick another look at them. But
I would. You definitely look shagadelic. There you go.
Even taking away that, there you go. There's the Logan one that looks cool. But yeah, absolutely. And we also have Brian Nussbaum.
Hey,
Brian.
I mean, the Dustin Hoffman one looks pretty good as Malcolm, actually.
Yeah, right. Like, you surprised? Like, there's a couple that I didn't use because there was a couple that turned out a little wonky. I tried to pick the ones that looked the best. So, and then also, last but certainly not least, we have a good friend of Brian. We have Jennifer Rains. How's it going, Jennifer?
Yo.
Hey. And also, I know, Jennifer, you're a big wrestling fan, so you'd fit in well with this group. So
Yeah.
shut up.
I'm wearing the needle mover shirt right now.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Cool. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into it. I'll just explain how it's going to work. Basically, if you haven't seen it before, it's pretty simple. It's just a tournament of 32 movies tonight. We're just going to go through them round by round. You just simply vote, and you can vote for any reason at all. You can vote for because you love one movie. You can vote against a movie that you don't like. You can vote because you like a poster better. You can just make up a reason. It really doesn't matter. And you do have to vote no matter what, even if you haven't seen the movie. Just like pick one that looks more interesting or just whatever. And let's see. And then the votes will. We'll start. I'll pull up the bracket here, and who's ever at the bottom, we'll just work our way up, and that's how it will go. And if we have any ties, then we'll get to the tiebreakers when we get there. I'll explain how it's going to work. I imagine we'll probably have a few ties. So yeah, I'll throw up the bracket here, and we've got our first matchup here. So. We'll just get right into it. So we have Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me versus X-Men: Days of Future Past. So cool. So Jennifer, you'll be the first one up. So which one you want to vote for?
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds good.
Short and sweet.
Brian.
Yeah, this is
short and
tough.
sweet.
Both of these are over 128, but whoever highest, I'll go Austin Powers. Get in my belly.
Yeah. And I was almost tempted to use the deep fakes. Like one of these days, I'm going to do deep fakes for like the whole tournament. You're going to have every single movie a deep fake. But Richie, what are you going to vote for?
What do you think I should vote for? Yeah, I know I vote for Austin Powers, Spy Shaming all the time. Okay, I will go for X-Men Days of Future Past this time. Yes, okay.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Malcolm?
Yeah, as much as I love Austin Powers as Spy Who Shagged Me, I really enjoy X-Men, so X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yes, I still have not seen the Austin Powers movies.
Ooh.
I got to get to them. They come up here a lot, and I hear 2/3 of them are pretty good. So, I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, Days of Future Past, it's really good. Just blending these two casts together. I think they do it really well. So I'm going to go with Days of Future Past.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see like Jacob, if you watch the Austin Powers movies, the humor's like kind of split. You either love them or you hate them. So yeah, I'm kind of curious, but for me, I would go. Yeah, this one's tough right off the bat, but because I think the Spy Who Shagged Me is the best of the trilogy, in my opinion. But the Future Past, yeah, just kind of like we mentioned, like just merging the old school team with the new school one, and just really cool how they were able to do it. So I'll go Days of Future Past. Yeah.
All right, Days of Future Past. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Avengers Endgame taking on Jojo Rabbit.
Ooh.
Brian,
all right.
you will start.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Endgame with this one. It's my favorite MCU movie. I love the time travel aspect. The whole fall battle's fantastic. You get emotional with some aspects. You get some good humor. You get some good heart. So Endgame.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it has been established I'm more of a Infinity War guy, but I like Endgame. But, I think this time around I'm going to go with Taika and go Jojo Rabbit. Oh, is that okay with you? Yes.
Yeah. Sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
So yeah, I'm going to vote for the movie that's got Taika Waititi in it, which is both of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty tough, but I've got to go Avengers Endgame though.
Yeah, Jacob.
Yeah, this is a good matchup. Jojo Rabbit's a really good movie. I think the performances are all pretty solid. Endgame though, it's like it's the end of a saga, and I like that the focus is kind of put back onto those original Avengers for most of the movie up until that big epic final battle where you see everyone on screen, which is something we've been wanting for a long time now, and I think they delivered. The I Am Iron Man kind of capping off RDJ's Iron Man run, I think, was perfect. That final funeral scene, like if you didn't shed a tear, then you probably just aren't the biggest MCU fan. That's okay. But I'm gonna
You're
go
still
with
good
Endgame.
here, and I've seen it about a dozen times now. Yeah. um. Yeah. I mean, I love both of these, but you know what? I feel like Endgame shows up here a little more, and I'm a big fan of Taika Waititi, Jojo Rabbit. I love this movie, and I do have Avengers Endgame on my a personal 128 ranked higher, but I want to give some love to Jojo Rabbit, and also too, if you look at the little ears up in the corner, but behind Malcolm's head, those are the ears from that poster, but they're like reverse colors. So so yeah, I'll go Jojo Rabbit. But Jennifer, what do you want to vote for?
And Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good.
So Endgame will move on 4-2.
Short and sweet. I like it. I like to the point, and it's
Yeah, right, right. Just keep it short and sweet, and we'll have a quick tournament.
All right, up next, we have Zombieland and The Way Back, which is the prequel sequel to The Way Back, right?
Yeah, right. It's when Ben Affleck was a little kid. What he spend his summers doing?
That's how he developed alcoholism.
Yeah, right. But Richie, you'll be first.
yeah. Well, I still haven't seen the way back. Need to go and watch it. So I'll go Zombieland because I've seen that probably a good amount of times. Probably about 17 times at this point. I don't really count. But yeah, it's really good. So yeah, I'll see the way back at some point. Because as lovable as Steve Carell is, I know he's really good at playing an arsehole. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah,
So I'll go Zombieland.
He's great in it. Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones like I love Zombieland. I do watch it a lot, but The Way Back is just one of those movies which that when I watched it for the first time, I just fell in love with it. It's such a great movie. So I'm going to go The Way Back.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
So when I was looking at the bracket earlier, there's only 3 movies on this list that I have not seen, which is very surprising to me that it's that low, and it's not a list I made.
It's pretty good.
Way Back is one of them. Austin Powers was another one. There's one coming up, but still haven't seen The Way Back. I'm sure I'm going to love it when I do watch it because I've heard nothing but good things, and I like everyone that's involved. But I'm going to go with Zombieland because I've seen it, and I have this pretty awesome steelbook of it.
Whoa, that's
That
cool.
was great.
Never seen that before. Yeah, that's awesome.
So
can I come over to your house and borrow it permanently?
Yeah.
yeah, you get a ticket from
Barber.
Brisbane, Australia to Washington.
all the way to the state of Washington, and if you can make it up my stairs.
Look, you know what? I can get up on my ass. It's all good. That's probably too much
I'm
information.
saying it's not wheelchair accessible, and which I think is wrong, by the way.
Really? Well,
yeah. I can look. I can do it anyway.
I'm thinking of having like a pulley and lever system rigged up outside. So if you ever decide to stop by.
Yeah.
Well, one of my best friends who passed away, he had spina bifida, and he was in a wheelchair, and we went to this water park, and like he climbed to the top of every single water slide because we just kind of barreled it. So like he just went up with his hands while I grabbed his legs, and he just climbed up.
Yeah, I've done that before.
But yeah, like he was just fearless. He wasn't embarrassed. He was just like who cares? So yeah. So we had fun, but yeah, this one's tough too. But I think I'll give the edge to Zombieland. I think it's just a really cool concept. It's got one of the best opening credit scenes in a movie with the Metallica song at the beginning, From Whom the Bell Tolls, and just really fun zombie kills. And it's probably my favorite role from Jesse Eisenberg because like he's kind of hit and miss for me. It just depends on it, but let's go Zombieland. Jennifer, what do you want to vote for?
Zombieland.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian.
Yeah, Zombieland has come up a bunch of times on tournament fights. All short sold for way back on this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
So a
Zombie
little
Land
love
still
for
lives
it.
on.
Yeah. Still Zombieland. Sweet.
Up next, we have probably the toughest matchup.
Oh,
Raiders of the Lost
for-
Ark going up against Jurassic Park.
Spielberg,
man.
Lee Spielberg.
And
Yeah.
Malcolm starts.
Yeah, this is a really tough matchup, but yeah, I mean, I love Raiders of the Lost Ark. I do think it's great, but I'm going to go Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, this one's tough. And when I was looking at the bracket earlier, this might be the toughest matchup of the night for me personally, because I think these are two great sort of action adventure movies. Got some really good tension in here. Both of them, Jurassic Park even mixes in some horror elements really well. So it's one of those matchups for me where it's like, what would I be in the mood to watch right now? Because these both really started a franchise with some hits and misses. I'm gonna give the slight edge to Raiders, but ask me tomorrow and I could say Jurassic Park. It's that close.
Yeah, they're kind of the same way for me too, because this is my favorite of the Indiana Jones franchise, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and but then it's going up against Jurassic Park, which is currently sitting at my number 3 favorite movie of all time. So just because of that, like Raiders is in my 128. I just can't remember exactly where it sits, but yeah, Jurassic Park, like just a movie from 1994 that just
Three.
like or 3, sorry, yeah, and like even better, what I was gonna say is a movie from '94 and the effects still hold up. What's from '93 and the effects still hold up, and so yeah, it's like really groundbreaking, like still like scary, like if you're a kid or you're seeing it for the first time, So yeah, let's go with Jurassic Park.
Malcolm, can you remind me what you voted for? I already forgot.
Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And Jennifer, who do you want to vote for?
Jurassic Park.
All right, sounds good. Brian.
Yeah, I love Jurassic Park, but I'm going to show some love to one of the favorite John Wayne score, Raiders of the Lost Ark, a fun adventure movie.
Yeah, that sounds good. Richie, have you seen any Indiana Jones movies yet?
No, look, I'll get to it before June.
Wow, Richie.
It's
At least
not
before that
June
movie
yet.
comes out.
I'll get there. But yeah, so with that said, I will go Jurassic Park because I've seen it. So Jurassic Park.
Yeah, sounds good. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is going to move on. Going back to another Steven Spielberg from '93, Schindler's List,
Yeah.
taking on Doctor Sleep, and it's me first. Yeah, this is a good matchup. I think Schindler's List. I've said it before. I think it's the best movie ever made, just like from a filmmaking standpoint, performances, the script, everything. My in my humble opinion, I'm not the hey, what I say is fact, but I think it's the best movie that I've seen. But Doctor
Jacob
Sleep
says it's fact.
yeah. But Doctor Sleep is really good too. I'm one of those that prefers it to The Shining. Actually, I think Ewan McGregor is great. I think the horror is really good, but I gotta go Schindler's List. More often than not, like there's very few movies I would vote over Schindler's List. Unfortunately, Doctor Sleep is not one of them. Although I do love that movie.
Yeah, it's tough because like I'm kind of almost along the same lines. It's one of the movies, if not the best movie ever made. But at the same time, I'm not going back to it a lot. Like I've seen it, I think like 3 times. So I did go back to it, but I'm just not like going back to it like that often. But funny enough, I've probably seen it about the same amount of times I've seen Doctor Sleep. I've seen that probably 3 times, and But I
Schindler's
mean,
List had like a 25-year head start.
yeah, right. Yeah, like I had way more time to go back to it, and I didn't. So, and Doctor Sleep, I'm probably going to go back to it again this year, probably in October, probably. So yeah, I'll go with Doctor Sleep because I like it better than The Shining. I thought it was great. So yeah, Jennifer, what do you think?
I'll go with Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian.
Yeah, both great movies, but I'm gonna go with a masterpiece, Schindler's List. Even though it's hard to rewatch, I still see it more times as Jump to Sleep.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie.
I love Schindler's List. It's a really well-made film, as you said. Yeah, and I mean, and I don't blame it for being on a lot of people's top lists. It deserves to be there. But I'm going to give some love to Doctor Sleep. I think it's a worthy, a great sequel. It could have been, all these sequels that come out like a long time after the original, are really bad. Like Dumb and Dumber 2, for example.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was really good. And I think all the performances work here. Hugh McGregor's really good. Rebecca Ferguson's really good as Rose the Hat. Cliff Curtis is really good too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think, and then random Henry Thomas as sort of a ghost of Jack Torrance, which is cool. So I'm gonna go Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, and this summer we'll be doing a best sequels episode and a worst sequels, and we also will be doing the same with remakes too. So we'll see
That's
Doctor
a good
Sleep
one.
again. So yeah, but Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, Schindler's List is a good movie, but I really like Doctor Sleep, and it just blew me away when it came out. So I'm going to go Doctor Sleep on this.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and also eventually we're gonna do a podcast episode. We're gonna have best movie trailers where we have everyone pick their favorite movie trailers, and we can play them on the Patreon. And Doctor Sleep has an incredible trailer that like get ready to sleep again. They blew me away. So
Peekaboo.
yeah, who we got? Hello.
All right, we got Goodfellas and The Wizard of Oz. Jordan, you start.
Ooh, these are totally similar movies. So
What do you think
what
about
am
it?
I gonna go for? Yeah, I mean, the Wicked Witch of the West is basically Joe Pesci in the movie, right? Let's see. I think I just go back to Goodfellas way more often, but I did just watch The Wizard of Oz just the other day because my niece, she's 9 years old, and she does competitive dance, and they did this whole Wizard of Oz dance that kind of got us in the mood to watch it. But like they all dressed up as like all the different characters from the show, and they won first place in their competition. So which out of about 50 schools. So yeah, I'm gonna, but I still just like Goodfellas that much more. So I'm gonna go with Goodfellas. And shout out Ray Liotta, R.I.P. So, Jennifer, what are you gonna vote for?
Tough decision for me. I've seen Wizard of Oz and I've seen Cocaine Bear because it was in it did. Tough. I'm probably gonna go for Goodfellas.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with one that I watched a lot as a child, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
It's a classic
Richie.
films.
Yeah.
I'll just hold it up. There you go.
There you go.
Weird way to. That's a weird Wizard of Oz case.
Yeah. Like it, the like hard R version of Wizard of Oz. Malcolm.
Yeah, it's much like the movie Goodfellas, starring Roman Reigns, Solar Sikoa, and all that. I'm going to go with the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
That
All
was,
right, Jacob.
God, those Hollywood trailers, they got Hollywood spoofs up this year. Anyway, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Goodfellas one I thought was pretty good. I don't think anything's going to beat the Pulp Fiction one though from 21. That one is
Yeah.
fantastic. Probably my favorite. But as far as this matchup goes, yeah, this is a tough one because I think Goodfellas is a really great movie, but Wizard of Oz is one that I've gone back to several times. I still have fun with. It's one of my favorites. It's in it was in my 64, and then when we did my 128, it was still there. Love this movie, love the music. So I think I'm just gonna go with the one that I've watched more, and that's Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. So what are the votes at?
I believe Malcolm, you voted Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I believe it's a tie.
Ooh.
3-3. So the tiebreaker, we start at the bottom. The tiebreaker is a rotating vote. So Jennifer will have the first tiebreaker. So Jennifer,
I would pick Wizard of Oz.
All right, switching it up.
Devon. Which is good because I'm thinking Goodfellas has won a tournament. I'm not sure, but I know Wizard of Oz hasn't. So, and also I'm looking forward to the new Wicked movie that's coming up soon. It's one of
I don't think Goodfellas ever won a tournament before.
Yeah, and Wicked's one of like 4 Broadway show or like plays that I've seen that, and I loved it. So like I don't really love musicals, but I mean I do like some. I'm just kind of picky, but yeah.
Speaking of musicals, we've got La La Land going up against Dogma.
Yeah,
we're back down to the bottom. So Jennifer, you will get the first vote.
Probably go with Dogma.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian.
Haven't seen Dogma, so La La Land.
Yeah. Richie.
Yeah, I'm not a huge musical guy either, but I like La La Land. I like the ode to old Hollywood. Yeah, I mean so does Hollywood, but sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. And I thought this worked here. I like the chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Yeah, like I said before, it would have been interesting because it was meant to be Emma Watson and Miles Teller. There's another movie on this list which was meant to be Emma Stone as well. Oh, come on, I'll mention it. I go back to Dogma more. I could do the shelf thing and pull out that Dogma that DVD too. But you know what? I think everyone does that. So play. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. No, it's all good. Here's Jacob, right on cue.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Dogma.
Yeah, and Brian, I was gonna say that if you want to watch Dogma, it's free on YouTube. If somebody uploaded it there, because it's just hard to find anywhere else. But I was just thinking, since Air's coming out this week in a good Matt Damon Ben Affleck movie, this might be the time to watch a Matt Damon Ben Affleck movie.
I'm looking forward to Air. I cannot wait.
Same.
Yeah, same here. They had an early screening last Saturday, but that's when we were doing our April Fool's episode. But like I tried to pull on April Fool's and everyone tell them, sorry, I can't make it. I'm going to see Air. There's a screening. Yeah, that didn't work. But Malcolm, what do you think here?
Dogma is great and all, but I really love La La Land. So La La Land.
Yeah. Jacob.
I'm gonna do the Richie thing. I'm gonna do the Richie thing and just show it. I'm gonna go with La La Land.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have that DVD. You didn't do it.
I'm not one of the lucky ones that owns a copy of Dogma. But if I ever come across one if I ever come across one for a good price, I would definitely grab it. But no, I love La La Land. I think Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling are great. Dogma's great too, but I've gone back to La La Land more. And speaking of Ryan Gosling, if you haven't watched it yet, the Barbie trailer, it looks pretty good. I'm excited for it. This is not a Barbie movie for kids.
Yeah, I don't know about Oscar buzz, but sure. It's cool about Oscar buzz. I'm like,
they're saying Greta Gerwig, so it's Oscar buzz. I don't know.
Greta Gerwig, Noah Baumbach. So I can understand.
I mean, it's I never thought there's a few like I never thought everything everywhere all at once would have gotten a lot of Oscar buzz, but look at where we are now. So
Yeah.
Best picture winner, Everything Everywhere. So
Yeah. Well, at least the Barbie movie, it's only rated PG-13. So like if like parents decide to just take their kids, maybe it won't be like that inappropriate for kids. Maybe it's for the whole family. You never know. But here, yeah. So speaking of musicals that I like I'm pretty picky about musicals, but like I actually really love La La Land. Like I think this movie's great, and I go back to it all the time. And like, just a weird thing for me because like I don't like musicals that are just music, and there's not really much in between. I've had a problem with a few musicals, but like La La Land kind of does that, and I don't mind it. Like it's actually like really good. So I'm gonna go with La La Land. So if you do it right, then I mean I can be okay with it. So yeah.
all right, La La Land is moving on.
Yeah.
This will be the last matchup on this side. We have Awakenings and Scream, and we'll start with Brian.
Yeah, I'm not really a horror person, but I do quite enjoy Super Lost on Scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Richie.
Yeah, again, I haven't got around to Awakenings. It's one of my Robin Williams blind spots. I'll get to it. I will get to it because Robin Williams is one of my favorite actors. But yes, I'm a Scream guy. I'm a simple guy. If I see Scream, I'll vote for it more than likely. So yeah, Scream.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
yeah, this is actually pretty tough for me because I do like both of these movies. Obviously,
Yeah.
What?
I hope so.
Awakenings is all right.
Yeah.
but I've got Awakenings higher, so I'm going to go Awakenings.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, I enjoy both these movies. I think Scream is a really good horror movie. I've gone on record saying I'm a Scream 2 guy, though. I like Scream 2 more. But Scream, like it was really good, and it did some things that were risky and paid off. Like, hey, Drew Barrymore's in our movie, and 5 minutes later, hey, Drew Barrymore's not in our movie anymore. But it worked. Awakenings, really really good story here. It's Robin Williams, Robert De Niro, and I went into it like I love Robin Williams in more of these dramatic roles where he's able to sprinkle in a little bit of humor. But Robert De Niro, like he steals this movie. He is fantastic in this movie. I can't recommend this enough. Like it could enter my 128. The more I watch it, it's fantastic. So I'm gonna also go with Awakenings.
Yeah. You know what? Like I swear, like so. I look at these lists and like there's always one movie that I overlook because I thought I had seen everything on this list, and then I'm like, oh shit, Awakenings. I forgot to watch that one, and I had time, so I just like overlooked it. So that's one I'm gonna like highlight in bold print so I can remember. Don't miss this movie because I want to see it because it actually shows up quite often here, and yeah, I also like Robin Williams when he does dramatic roles. I mean, it's hard to say if I like him better doing drama or comedy, but it might be equal to me. I like him like equally both. So, but I mean, Scream. I'm a massive Scream fan. Scream is my favorite horror franchise of all time. So it's great, and Scream is the OG original is still my number one. So let's go Scream. Number one of that franchise. Yeah.
It's like you did the more important thing of rewatching The Godfather. So.
Yeah, right. I did those, so at least got that almost done. I mean, I rewatched the first half of the second, so I'll get there. But Jennifer, what do you think?
I would go for Scream.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian. Oh yeah, you were first.
He started. Yeah, Scream will take it 4-2.
Yeah, I went first.
And that is the end of this side. So
All right.
here's a look at some of those future
Cool.
matchups right here.
Yeah. Got a few
Moving
tough
on
ones.
over. Our first matchup on
Ooh.
this side, we have Kingsman, the Secret Service. So it's the first one going up against Warrior. And we're starting with Richie.
Of course you will. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to start this one.
Kingsman Secret Service is it's great. Huge surprise. I never pegged Colin Firth as an action guy. It works here. I mean that's a huge, obviously a huge twist. The movie if you haven't seen it, I mean it's old at this point, so go and watch it. I don't care about spoilers, but yeah, that church scene's amazingly shot. Star making performance by Taron Egerton here. But yeah, I rewatched Warrior recently. It's still so good. It's one of the best sports movies ever. I absolutely love this movie. Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton are so good, especially Tom Hardy. And Nick Nolte. And I've got to go Warrior, but I don't mind if Kingsman goes through.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, you gonna go for?
Yeah, I mean, Warrior is a good movie. It really is good, but Kingsman's in my top 10, so I'm going to go Kingsman.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you say?
Yeah, this one might actually be tougher for me than Jurassic Park and Raiders. I kind of forgot this was a matchup. This one's tough because I really love both of these movies. They're so close for me. I think Warrior is my favorite sports movie. Like across all sports, not just MMA. It is so incredible the way they mix the sports with the story of the two brothers and their dad. Great performances all around. That church scene, like Richie mentioned, is incredible. Probably one of those scenes I could just watch on YouTube and just enjoy. This is just like with Raiders and Jurassic Park. I'm gonna go Warrior now, but ask me again tomorrow, and it could change.
Yeah. Well, this one's tough too because I love both these movies, and I'm kind of on a little bit of a Taron Egerton high because of Tetris. If you have not seen Tetris, go check out Tetris. That movie freaking is awesome. Like I want to watch it again this week. Like that soundtrack too is like really good. So, who would have thought just about a video game would make it so just like engaging and like full of kind of like tension, borderline action. There's some car chases and stuff. So yeah. But so this is so close. I'm flipping a coin, and whatever it lands on is going to be it. So heads for the Kingsman and tails for War, but I'm doing it on my phone. I got a coin out.
This isn't the Kingsman.
Okay, it is heads, so it's the Kingsman. So yeah, that's my vote. Is the Kingsman. So Jennifer. Yeah, I'm not vote for the Kingsman. So
I'm probably gonna go for Warrior.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
Muted.
If you're talking, you're muted.
No.
Full Steven right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I'm gonna go with the Kingsman on this one. It's a great surprise film, and I didn't even know till now it was a Marvel movie until I seen it.
Oh yeah, it's like based on the comic books. Yeah. Richie.
I went for Warrior.
Yeah, he started. We have a tie, and
Ooh,
so
okay.
Brian, you can stick with your vote or change it. It's up to you.
I'm gonna keep it on Kingsman.
Yeah, Kingsman it is. Shout out! Now
I'm not mad at that.
point to my Kingsman poster behind me.
Oh
There it
man.
is.
Fuck this
All
movie.
right, Malcolm
Yeah.
is up first
Screw this.
for
Yeah.
Hook and Searching.
Why does Malcolm like good movies? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm used to you like having hot takes and liking weird movies. What's this good movie shit?
Yeah.
We had other people vote, so we voted out all the.
Yeah. You can't blame Malcolm for everything. We voted on these. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who's up first? You said
Malcolm.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah, this is actually tough. So I really do Hook a lot, but I'm going to go against the order that they're on my letterbox, just because I think Searching is great. Searching doesn't get nearly enough love here, so go Searching.
Yeah. Jacob, what are you gonna go for?
Yeah, I really love Searching. I finally watched Missing the other day, and it's also really good. Not quite on the level of Searching. I think Searching did something really special. But you know, I'm excited to see what they do with this kind of format, using kind of like the cameras, the phones, and stuff. Because I think they're really onto something. I think both of these movies have worked. Searching started it off, and it started it off really well. John Cho is amazing, but Hook is also really good. Another Robin Williams, because Robin Williams is great. But I'm also going to go Searching because I think it deserves the love that it gets, which sometimes isn't enough.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was surprised that back when we had we did a Steven Spielberg episode with Paul Preston, Chance Ellison, and JTE, and they were like are not Hook fans. Like I was shocked. Like they're trashing on Hook. I think Hook's great. Like I think that it has a great score. I mean, when I originally saw Hook, I didn't even know that was Dustin Hoffman. So afterward, I looked at the credits and I'm like, oh shoot, because that was before like the internet tells you what everything is. So and yeah, I mean, but for as much as I love it, like I'm kind of with you guys. I think Searching did something really special. Like it was really really good. And yeah, like I saw Missing too, or Missing also. I saw also, but
he knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's coming. But and like Missing's great. I kind of have a slight like gripe with like the last like 10-15 minutes, but it's very minor. So but I'll go Searching. Yeah. Jennifer, what do you want to vote for?
I love Hook because it has Dante Bosco in it because he did play Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender, and he played another character in Legend of Korra. So I'll go with Hook.
Yeah, Dante Bosco's awesome. They actually made a little kind of pseudo like short film sequel to it, or no, it was a prequel. I think that's on YouTube. You can find that's like really cool. So you should go check that out. But Brian, what do you think?
Had to fly, had to fight, had to grab, say back, had to jack. Hook is back. Hook that's my vote.
Yep. Richie.
Yeah, I like Hook. You don't get the kind of hate for it. I think it's really good. And it's charming. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Searching. Huge surprise. It didn't have a lot of hype around it when it first came out. I saw it towards its end of its theater run here, and yeah, I was blown away. I thought it was really good. John Cho's really good, and yeah, I watched Missing. I really like that movie as well. But yeah, I think Searching is a slight notch above that movie. I think Missing is really good, but it sort of loses me a little bit at the end. It's towards the end, the twists are a bit far fetched, but it's still a very good movie. I'd recommend that. But yeah, Searching's really good, and I do hope that every couple of years they bring out a movie kind of like this. I don't know, you just use any synonym for like Missing or Searching, Lost or
Found.
Yeah, right.
if they call it Lost, people are just getting confused with the TV show.
Especially if you cast like Evangeline Lilly in it or something.
Finding, yeah.
But yeah, I'll go Searching. It's a good movie.
Yeah, if we got one of these once every like 3 years, like I'd be happy with that. So
And it was said like
Ooh.
critics really didn't like Hook because it's 29% or more in tomatoes. So
29. Oh man, it deserves
Yeah.
better than that. Yeah.
Worst
Oh,
matchup for Jordan.
Yeah, this is like my worst nightmare matchup right here.
yeah. Lucky
movies
for
in my
you,
top
I go
20.
first on this one.
Oh,
Logan and No Way Home.
oh man.
Oh man, because I
Let's see what
love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, as Logan. I think he is incredible. I think this is outside of Prisoners. I think this is like his best acting performance in my opinion. Same with Patrick Stewart. I think he's incredible. But No Way Home, like it hit me, and every time I watch it, I love it even more. Seeing all the Spider-Man men back, seeing the villains. I think Jamie Foxx is used so much better here than in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's great seeing Alfred Molina back. Willem Dafoe is still as menacing, maybe even more than he was in Spider-Man. And he didn't need the helmet or the mask. Like he was creepy. And I think when Aunt May dies, spoilers if you haven't seen it, I am so sorry. But who hasn't seen it at this point?
Yeah.
I still get emotional when I see that. Seeing Peter's reaction, seeing Happy, and then that scene on top of the school where the three meet for the first time and they're talking. Like it still hits me, and I've seen this movie like 6 or 7 times already. So I'm gonna go No Way Home.
Yeah. I mean, if you know me, Logan's my favorite movie of all time. But Spider-Man No Way Home, I have it ranked currently number 17 on my all-time list. So it's up there. But I mean, it's no Logan to me. Logan just like I mean, like we've already talked about it to death, but like just to make a modern western the way that they did, you talk about one of the best trailers that we might show when we do our trailer podcast episode. I mean, with the Johnny Cash music, and but like even though it's my favorite movie of all time, I still have minor gripes. Like they could have had a better villain, maybe, or like that kind of thing. But I mean, that's a very minor thing. So I'm gonna go because like you compare No Way Home's villains to Logan's. I mean, they're leaps and bounds better in No Way Home, but still, I gotta vote for Logan. So, Jennifer, what are you gonna go for?
I've seen both of them, so I'm gonna go with my former fave MCU movie, and it's on my top 64, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Cause
Yeah.
you know what's better than magic? Math.
Yep. There you
Never
go.
liked math.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah,
Go
for
for it.
me, I was very late to see No Way Home. I just saw it for the first time last year, actually, and I quite enjoyed Lost No Way Home.
Yeah. Richie.
If we had Logan versus a movie with where Seth Rogen voices an alien, we could have a Logan Paul match. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right. There you go.
Oh,
We need to do that.
Richie, you can find him at the Chuckle Hut.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, anyway, ignore that one. I really like No Way Home, but I just like the different feel of Logan. It's just something sort of refreshing type. Yeah, I like the film noir type, like just gritty western type things. It just blew me away, and I don't know. It's just like, I don't think it's something. Yeah, it's something I hadn't seen before in a comic book, like Marvel film. I don't think it's something I'll see again for a while, and yeah, it still sticks with me to this day. So as much as I like No Way Home, I'm gonna go Logan.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that awkward Logan Paul interview. Like, have you seen Logan? Have you seen Paul? And then like crickets, and he's just like awkward. Yeah, but Malcolm.
So basically, what you're saying is you wanted a Logan versus Seth match again.
Yeah. There you go.
Logan and Seth. Yeah. You know what? That match was great. So yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't. I really enjoyed that match too. But
You want to hear our thoughts when I watch The Only Marks?
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Logan. I think it's a fitting end to his arc in the X-Men franchise. Like, it's going to be interesting to see sort of how he worked with Deadpool 3 and about its kind of place in the timeline of those movies.
Yeah.
But and both these movies have performances arguably could have been nominated for Oscars, because like Logan, you got Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart, and then in Spider-Man No Way Home, like I've seen a lot of people argue that William Dafoe could have been nominated for an Oscar for his role of Green Goblin in the movie. So, but I'm gonna go No Way Home. I just really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. So No Way Home.
Who else was really good in Logan? I don't know if he could be nominated, but like I'd consider him. Stephen Merchant. He was fucking great in Logan.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He's really good.
But yeah, for Willem Dafoe, he didn't even need a Green Goblin mask. Like he just became the Green Goblin, which is awesome. So yeah.
I would also recommend, if you have the Blu-ray of Logan and it has the black and white version available, watch it. It's really good in black and white also.
Yeah. Great.
Next matchup, we have Back to the Future Part 2 going up against The Menu. And Jordan, we will start with you.
So The Menu, like, it's funny, like, when I saw it last year, I was like, oh, this is one of my favorite movies of the year. And then I started to build my list, and I kept finding movies I like better and better and better. Like I mean, it still probably was like around my number 20 overall for last year, so it's still decently high. But Back to the Future 2, yeah, that's in my top 5 of all time. Like I like the Part 2. It's my favorite of the franchise because you get to see the future, you get to see them go back to the past and kind of replay it. I kind of like when like time travel movies go back and just replay events, but they're slightly changed a little bit, and you see how like what they do affects those events, you know. So yeah, and also Michael J. Fox is my favorite actor of all time. So he's like on my bucket list. Like if he's at a convention near me, like I'm paying any price to meet him. So yeah, but so Back to the Future 2. Jennifer, what do you want to go with?
I'm probably gonna pick Back to the Future because I know it's Brian's favorite movie franchise. Because I know him too well.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Brian, are you gonna go with your favorite movie franchise?
Yes, Part 2 is my favorite of the series, so Part 2.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
Well, yeah, this was the one where I said Emma Stone was meant to be in the movie, but she pulled out. The Menu is one of them. She was meant to be Anya Taylor-Joy's role, so she pulled out due to scheduling. So that would have been interesting. But yeah, I Back to the Future is good, but I fucking love The Menu. I think that was a huge surprise. I wasn't interested in it when it was first announced. I was like, yeah, but I hate like foodie, like pretentious foodie people, and it just pokes fun at it. People, I love how they just really poke fun at people. Like the character Nicholas Hoult plays really great, by the way. He plays really good, but I like how they just take the piss out of Instagram foodies. Like Ray Fiennes is so menacing and so like he should have been. I think there's an argument that you could have taken someone out of the best actor noms to slot him in there, or you could have just slotted him in there. I don't know. I don't know if he would have won, but like he deserved the nomination. He's like amazing in this film, and Anya Taylor-Joy is really good. They're all very good. Hong Chow again. You could have. I would have nominated her for like best supporting actress. Like she's amazing. She had a really good year, especially with The Whale as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can't say enough good things about The Menu, so I'm going to go The Menu.
Yeah, Ralph Fiennes might be like one of the best actors working today that's never won an Oscar. So yeah, but Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, I think Ray Fiennes' time will come eventually. Like,
yeah,
and it's one of those ones like because I've sort of seen The Menu sort of since we did the part 1, and it's one of those ones that it kind of solidified its place on there. It's one of the because I know it's a recent movie that just not long came out, but it's like I've seen it multiple times since. Now it's just one of those ones that I'm probably going to go back to and watch more times. Like now that it's on Disney Plus for me and Richie, that we can watch as many times as we like. But I'm going to go The Menu.
Yeah. And also, I'm just going to shout out Steven. He was meant to be on this episode, actually, but he was the last person that I reached out to, and it's kind of like whoever responds first kind of thing. So yeah. So, but we'll see him Friday. He'll be on for Ben Affleck versus Matt Damon. So yeah, but Jacob, what do you think?
So yeah, I said there were 3 movies on this list that I hadn't seen. It was Austin Powers, The Way Back, and The Menu is the third one. Still haven't gotten to it. I have it. You know, I bought the Blu-ray when it came out. Just haven't popped it in yet. But I'll get to it because yeah, I've heard nothing but good things, and it seems like a movie I'm really going to enjoy. But yeah, I have seen Back to the Future Part 2, and I think it's a great sequel. Kind of picking up right where the first one left off. I really enjoy when sequels do that if they're not like too far apart. Look at you, Incredibles and Incredibles 2. But yeah, no, this one's really good. So I'm gonna go Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah, and actually kind of like his comment here. Like Ralph Fiennes probably should have won for the Schindler's List. Yeah, I would agree.
Ooh, here's a matchup.
Oh,
The Godfather Part
shoot.
2 taking on Infinity War, and I believe we're back down to the bottom. So Jennifer, you are
All right.
first.
Yeah, you gonna go?
Is it? I'm gonna go with Infinity War because R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, not really a Godfather person. I watch it both times. I not really a fan of it, so I'm going with Infinity War.
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah, I've said before I'm a more Infinity War guy than Endgame. Infinity War is amazing. That being said, I'm gonna go Godfather Part 2 here. I think even though how much I love it, I do snub it a lot when it comes up. So I'm not gonna do it here. So I'm gonna go Godfather Part 2.
Yeah, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I was worried about going through this was it was looking like it was going to get Godfather versus Godfather because the Godfather
Yeah.
just take a long time to come up. But
Yeah,
but yeah, I love
Yeah.
Infinity War. I do think it's good, but I'm got to go Godfather Part 2.
yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
No, I can recognize that The Godfather Part 2 is probably the better movie. Filmmaking, script, yeah. However, for me, it comes down to that rewatchability, and for me, I've gone back to Infinity War. I don't know how many times, and it's gotten better for me every single time I've watched it. I watched The Godfather Part 2 a couple times, and yeah, it's really good. It deserves all the love it gets, all the accolades it got, absolutely deserving. But for me, I have to go with Infinity War.
Yeah, so when it comes to the Godfather, I rewatched 1 and 2, except for I only got halfway through 2, but I will say that like I'm not a big Al Pacino guy, except for in The Godfather is like for me hands down like the best Al Pacino's ever been. This is like peak Al Pacino, man. Like he is just like so good. Like definitely my favorite part of these movies. So that is one thing I definitely appreciate his character so much more. Like yeah, and but the thing is though with The Godfather, like I am still kind of, especially with part 2, like you're like waiting for things to happen, and I'm just kind of like, all right, get to the point already, hurry it up, speed it up. Like this is so long and like drawn out for so many things. When's he gonna attack? When's something gonna happen? I'm like, and it does happen, but it's really drawn out for me. So, but I do appreciate it more on a second rewatch. But like, I mean, I will say that the first time that I watched it, I kind of like The Godfather 2. I mean, we'll see. I'm going to finish it just to kind of see if maybe like how it ends kind of changes that for me. But right now, I'm kind of like liking Godfather Part 1 a little better. But with Infinity War, yeah, Infinity War is great, and I go back to it all the time. Like I like famously say that I hated it. Like my immediate reaction, like the movie it just ended because I remember that I saw it in IMAX, and then like as soon as it ended, I was like, that was the worst, like one of the stupidest endings I've ever seen. And then I decided to re-watch it because I always like it. Whenever, especially when I dislike a movie and a lot and everyone else around me really enjoys it, I'll go back and I'll rewatch and give it another chance. And now I love Infinity War, so yeah, I gotta go Infinity War. So
Right.
I don't know if Jennifer's there, but if not, we can go to Brian real quick. What do you think, Brian?
She started.
She started.
She voted.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Infinity
she
War
voted
wins.
first. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. She voted
Yeah.
first.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Brian will go
Alright.
first for
Cool.
Batman Begins and The Lion King.
Oof. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Batman Begins has been one
Yeah.
trade, but I gotta go with The Lion King. It's one of the perfect Disney movies. My second favorite Disney Renaissance. Great music about the John, and yep, I'm an animated guy, so let's go animated.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Yes, this is really tough, actually.
Mhm.
I love Batman Begins. It's really, really good. Yeah, both these were on my 128. I absolutely love, but yeah, I love one. But maybe it's just nostalgia, and because it was one of my first movies I ever, my first cinema experiences. So I always hold it near and dear. But I'm gonna go for The Lion King.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, this is actually pretty easy for me. I like Batman Begins, but Lion King is one of the first movies I remember going to the cinemas to see. So Lion King.
Yeah. Jacob.
Do you even have to ask? It's The Lion King.
No.
Lion King,
No.
all day, every day, twice on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, I was just checking my 128 list because I actually have my ranking of every movie I've ever seen tentatively. I mean, my 128 is kind of what's like locked in, but everything else is just kind of tentative on my flick chart list. But right now, I have Batman Begins at 61, and then The Lion King is at 134. So it just misses the cut for my 128. And Batman Begins is my favorite of the trilogy, which technically there's a Lion King trilogy out there, and Lion King is my number one also, but but I just like Batman Begins that much more. So Batman Begins. And now we can skip to Brian.
I started.
Yeah, Brian started.
Okay.
But it's 4-1 for Lion King already, so
Yeah, we'll see.
it's gonna go through.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
This damn bear. Here we go again.
Yeah, so Richie will be up first for Creed and Paddington 2, which, by the way, they just announced today that the third Paddington movie will start filming in July. It'll be called Paddington in Peru.
Yeah, filming in July.
They're going back to his roots. Nice.
Yeah. It's been a good day for animation. They announced that Paddington 3 filming in July, and they also announced today Shrek 5 is in development. So there you go.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a Shrek 5. Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Nobody. I thought maybe it was just going to be Puss in Boots 3.
Surprise.
But I'm talking about this. This is actually difficult. Creed, it's probably still my favorite of the three Creeds. The only one on top of it is the band. I think I did the joke last time.
With arms wide open.
But it's really good. I was a bit trepidatious about it when it was announced, but Michael Jordan does a really good job. Everyone does a really good job here. And the fight choreography is really good. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Paddington 2, that fucking oh man, that cute son of a bitch. It's just so charming. Such a great sequel. Looking forward to, I guess, next year when it comes out. So, Paddington 2.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
Malcolm?
but yeah,
Are we frozen or what?
I was gonna say, is he frozen for everyone or just me?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, is it my
I was thinking I
thing?
was
Yeah.
frozen. So
So
because when Jennifer dropped out, I was trying to figure out if she was in the green room or something, but and maybe that froze my computer. But yeah, you still there, Malcolm? If you're frozen, we can come back for a minute. We'll go to Jacob.
I mean, I'm still here, but just move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
What did you vote for?
Jacob.
yeah, no, this is surprisingly tough because I just rewatched Creed. We did a Rocky franchise talk on a podcast about movies, so rewatched Creed because it'd been a minute, and yeah, it's really good. And Sylvester Stallone was robbed of his Oscar. He should have won. He was so good in this movie. Dang it, there's just something about that bear. It just, I don't know what it is. I love that bear. Paddington 2. It doesn't matter which one it is. If it is on, I will watch it. I'm gonna go with Paddington 2.
Yeah.
Malcolm, you're back.
Yeah. Well, if you're there, you can vote really quick.
Yeah, no, I voted for Pennington.
Okay. Paddington, cool. Yeah. So, if I would have had a little more time today, I actually had a clip I was gonna play to dispute Paddington because that new series it's called Unstable. It's a Rob Lowe series on Netflix. They have like on the second episode they're like talking about Paddington 2 because he walks down and his son was having a jam sandwich without any peanut butter on it, and he's like a jam sandwich. Like who eats a freaking sandwich with only a jam? Like he must be a monster. And he's like, well, Paddington does it, and everyone loves him. He's like, yeah, Paddington is a monster. I mean, come on. so yeah, Paddington is a monster. I was gonna have that clip, but I didn't get it in time. So I'm still gonna vote Creed because Creed's great, and just like seeing the way that Sylvester Stallone comes in and he trains him and becomes the mentor, and it's just done so well. Like I'm a huge fan of Rocky and Creed and all that. So let's go with Creed. Brian, what do you think?
Let's go for a perfect movie. Paddington 2.
Yeah. Richie, did you vote?
Yeah. Paddington 2.
Sure. Sounds good.
There it is. Oh, the matchup of all matchups. I believe we're starting with Malcolm for the Brave Little Toaster and the Godfather.
We just talked about it at the Brave Little Toaster the other day on our animated tier ranker. So yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to see where it landed on that list, go watch the episode.
Yeah. Look, Brave Little Toaster is a childhood classic for me. It's just a really good movie and just one that I enjoy going back to. But yeah, The Godfather is The Godfather. There's nothing much more to say about it. It's a perfect movie. I'm going to go The Godfather.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's your number one, you got to vote for it, right? Yeah. But
it's not my number one. My number one's already gone.
Oh, is it Godfather 2? Is that
Yeah.
It? Okay. I knew it was one of those, but Jacob, what do you think?
I want to vote for the Brave Little Toaster just so I can utter the phrase "the Brave Little Toaster beat the Godfather." Brave
Yeah.
Little Toaster.
Sure. Yeah. Um. So I meant to rewatch the Brave Little Toaster for our animated thing. I have seen it though. I just didn't have enough time to watch it. But I did go back and just watch some little clips and like the trailer and stuff. And that movie's dark. Like there's some dark elements to that movie that will like frighten children, and yeah, like some of those '80s animated movies got pretty dark. So, but you know what? Like I have learned to appreciate The Godfather a little more. I'm not saying it's like an all timer for me yet, but I do really like the first one. I just like the Vito character along with Al Pacino playing Michael, and I just think that those two characters are like really cool. Kind of like you have one running the mafia family, and in the beginning, kind of transitioning to the other one, and like it works really well. And yeah, so I'll go with The Godfather here, sure.
Steven, what do you think?
I'll go with Brave
Yeah, Steven. Sure. Yes, I had to bring in Steven, and Jennifer had to go to bed because she has got school in the morning. We did start a little late, to be fair. So yeah. But yeah, what do you think, Steven? From the Brave Little Toaster and The Godfather.
Well, I have not seen the Brave Little Toaster, so I will go with The Godfather.
Yeah,
Well, get on
sounds
it.
good. Yeah, I'm going to see that because did it make our top 10? I don't think it did.
It did.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna say should watch it again for our championship for that.
I mean, I think it did just
it did
barely make the top 10.
Yeah, it was in the top.
Maybe. Oh yeah.
Pretty sure.
Then watch it. Then you can follow
He
along.
didn't go through all that shit for it to be called Brave for you not to watch it. Okay, Steven?
Yeah, right.
The Brave
Yeah.
Little Toaster.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I
Well-
wasn't on that, because I've seen very little animated movies from the 80s and before.
You snob.
Yeah. well, Richie.
Has Brian gone?
Yeah, Brave Little Toaster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. There's a reason why they haven't announced a Brave Little Toaster live action, because that'd be fucking nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Live action?
honestly, it would make more sense at this point than a live action Moana, because that movie's not even that old. Wait a bit.
Yeah.
Studios,
I mean,
I'm not saying that
live
live
action
action Moana wouldn't work.
that.
That movie's not old. Wait until it ages a bit. Come on. Anyway,
I'd be looking for it if they ever did a live action Frozen. I'd look forward to that.
live action what?
A live action Frozen.
Sure. But yeah, cool. Down the road. Wait till it ages.
Yeah.
I want to see a live action Incredible spin-off
benefit
called
of it-
Frozone.
Yeah.
What's it doing?
Well, they can bring back the entire original cast. That's the benefit of doing it soon. You can have all the original cast play their live action version.
I guess so, but I don't know. I just think remakes or live actions should have it should be a while down the track. But anyway, this movie.
I don't really care about live action.
This is going to be crazy, and if Austin's watching, he'd be like, "What the fuck?" But I'm on board. Godfather is the far superior movie, but why not? I'm going to say Brave Little Toaster.
Sure, yeah.
Ooh.
You don't see it on here nearly enough.
Well, yeah, because what did you vote for, Jordan?
I went for The Godfather.
Okay, so it is a tie. Now that Steven's here, we should have waited.
Yeah, right.
For us, Richie has the tiebreaker.
Yep. Richie does. So what are you gonna do?
Richie actually looks frozen there.
Yeah.
The Brave Little Toaster is taking out the Godfather.
Very good at sitting still.
All
Well,
right.
Austin's going to be like, what the fuck?
You get a haircut. You get a haircut.
So now we will move into the second round. Let me back it out a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we got a superhero
Marvel
matchup.
matchup.
2 Marvel movies that involve time travel.
Yeah,
Yep.
Fast and Endgame, and I
Which one
believe
did it better?
I am up first, and I will go with Endgame.
Yeah, for me. I mean, yeah. Let's go with Endgame. It's got my Spider-Man is in this, right, for a little bit. I was gonna say that's my favorite character, but just for like very minor. Yeah. So let's go with Endgame. I mean, my second favorite character is Wolverine right there. So yeah, but Endgame. Steven?
Yeah, I mean, I do love X-Men Days of Future Past, but it's got to be Endgame.
Yeah. Brian?
Endgame.
Yeah.
Yep.
Richie?
You guys are cray. X-Men.
Yeah.
Cray.
Malcolm?
Yeah, man, I said cray.
Yeah.
Yeah, Endgame is a perfect movie. As much as I like Days of Future Past, I've got to go Endgame. So Endgame.
Yeah,
I'll
cray
vote
is
for it, but
still a hip and cool word down in Australia, right?
What's that?
I was gonna say cray is still a hip and cool word down in Australia, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, how's it feel living in 2010?
I'll say that. Yeah, I'll say that it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cray. Oh man,
Yeah.
how cool is that hit song "Call Me Maybe" by Carly Rae Jepsen?
Oh,
I've heard that cray
Don't
should
just came
only
out?
really be said by young people.
Yeah. Look, I'm a young guy. I'm
Hey, yeah.
30. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Anyway, Jordan's up first for
Who's old on this panel?
Zombieland and
Nobody.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go with Jurassic Park. We'll keep it short for the inner rounds. Steven?
So Jurassic Park beat Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Justice for Raiders of the Lost Ark is Zombieland.
Ooh, all right. Brian?
Jurassic Park while mobile tournaments in Zombieland.
Yeah. Richie?
Cranberries have a cool song called "Zombie," and that's what and Zombieland. Yeah. I'll just go Zombieland, even though the Cranberry song "Zombie" has got nothing to do with actual zombies. Anyway, my logic is weird. I just want to be silly. So Zombieland.
Yeah, I never knew that my dad, he's a closet Cranberries fan. There's one time I like went into his office and like he had that song Zombie cranked up really loud and was like jamming out to him. I'm like, yeah, all right, the song's cool. Yeah, but Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, Jurassic Park may have run out a few tournaments already, but for a good reason. It's a good movie. So Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, and Zombieland's won the tournament as well. So Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Jurassic Park.
Yeah, well, no, that'll make it a tie, but the tiebreaker goes to Malcolm.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Welcome to Jurassic
Park. Got Dr. Sleep and the Wizard of Oz.
Ooh.
I believe we're down to Steven.
I'll go with the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Brian?
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Richie?
I'm gonna go for that charlatan Dr. Oz.
Yeah. Dr. Oz, yeah.
No.
Thank God he lost to Fetterman here in PA.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna go Dr. Sleep.
Was Fetterman though that guy, like you had a guy that had a bunch of strokes that like won
He had a stroke, yes. I still,
yeah.
even with a stroke, he's still better than Oz.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's not much more fit to be in office, but
I would say
yeah, yeah. But Malcolm.
This sounds like an interesting crossover movie, Dr. Sleep and the Wizard of Oz, but I'm going to go Dr. Sleep.
Yeah. Jacob.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, this one's interesting because both of these kind of give me like a dream-like feeling, like when I watch them. So, but I'll go Dr. Sleep.
Right.
Wow.
Another tie
Goes to Jacob.
goes to me.
Okay.
I will say about Dr. Sleep, I do love Rebecca Ferguson in that.
Yeah, she's great. Rose the Hat. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Brian is up first for La La Land and Scream.
La La Land.
Yeah. Richie.
Ah! Scream.
Yeah. Malcolm.
La La Land.
Jacob.
La La Land.
Scream. Steven.
Never thought I'd go for a musical over a horror slasher.
And you still won't
sci-fi.
scream.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
still won't.
going to go with La La Land.
Oh. Okay.
It has the perfect ending.
Nice try, Richie.
Yeah. It's a great ending. Yeah, I agree.
All right. Up next, we have Kingsman and Searching. Richie is up first.
Cool. I like Kingsman. I'm probably going to go Searching here. Anisha Gandhi is really good, a good writer and filmmaker. Oh, but also I just forgot. If you want, I want to give a shout out to another movie he made. It came out a couple years ago called Run. I think it's called with Sarah Paulson. It's really good. So check that out.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I'll go Searching.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
I'm going to go Searching.
What are you searching for, Malcolm? So you're gonna go searching, right? Curious, but
I'm going to try Searching for more votes for Kingsman.
yeah, sure. Well, you're not gonna find it here. I'll vote Searching. Steven?
You know, I haven't seen Searching. I'm not as in love with Kingsman as you guys are. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, Searching's going to go through anyways, so I'll go with Searching.
Sure. All right. Brian?
Yeah, Jacob doesn't like that logic. I'll go Kingsman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Steven ruined it because, Searching's going to go through. Yeah, because you voted for it. We could have tied it up.
Yep.
I guess you got to search for more votes as voter fraud. Okay, you got to search for them.
Yep.
All right.
Also, I hope you're keeping track of those ones. This is the Elite Age.
Yeah.
We have No Way Home and Back to the Future Part 2. Malcolm is up first.
No Way Home.
Yeah. Jacob?
No Way Home.
Yeah, like I'm just like for as much as a Spider-Man guy that I am, like Back to the Future 2, I have it ranked higher, and I'm actually looking forward to the musical. They started announcing dates. It's gonna tour across America for now. They've only really announced like 5 cities or something, but they're supposed to be more coming. They just haven't announced them all. So, and hopefully they'll come somewhere near where I live. So, because
would they ever go to actual Idaho?
I'll
be on the list.
I might go to Boise. Maybe that's like 3.5 hours away, or I'm close to Utah, Salt Lake City. That's like 2.5 hours. So maybe. So
I just hope they travel to New Zealand and Australia.
yeah, right.
They will eventually.
Yeah,
we finally got Hamilton here.
Yeah. I mean, if you got Hamilton, you never know. But yeah, I'll vote Back to the Future Part 2. Steven?
So No Way Home is probably, if not the best, and second best of otherwise largely disappointing Phase 4 for MCU. But I'm still going to go with Back to the Future 2.
Yeah. Brian?
Back to the Future 2 is on that note. Go ahead, Al. It's going to be late for me.
Sure, yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
See ya.
Thanks, Brian. All right. Richie?
Back to the Future 2.
Yeah. So what are the votes?
4-2 for Back to the Future 2. Up next, we have Infinity War and The Lion King.
All right.
And,
who's first?
It's me, and I'm going to go with The Lion King.
You know what? this time, I think I am going to go Lion King because I like Endgame better. I'm more of an Endgame guy, but Lion King's like might be the best movie Disney has ever made. It's not my personal favorite, but I can recognize how great it is that it might be the best one. So I'll go Lion King. Steven?
For whatever reason, I don't have as much nostalgia for The Lion King as some of the other Disney animated movies like The Little Mermaid or Aladdin. So I'll go with Infinity War.
Yeah. Richie?
I've got Lion King, even though Timon and Pumbaa are very insensitive. Hey! My father got murdered by getting pushed off a cliff. Hey, Kuna Matata, man, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay, Lion King.
I mean, does he ever tell them why or how his father died, though?
I don't
Yeah.
know. But even so, like, hey, bro, like, yeah, just
Maybe they thought it was old age.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't know how he
That's
died.
like
So.
hard.
Yeah, but
okay, then Simba's bad then because he joined in on the singing. Fuck that.
yeah, like they just say like no worries, and he's like, okay, my dad died, no worries, and he's dancing around with them.
Everyone needs
Yeah.
to be cheered up if when they're grieving.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, grief does funny things to people. Richie, who's the insensitive one now?
Yeah, like if your dad died, like, and someone told you to have no worries, how would you feel? Who knows? Maybe that would help you out. You don't know. but Malcolm.
But wasn't Lion King 1.5 basically Timon and Pumbaa watching the Lion King?
Yeah.
So when it got to that moment, it was like, oh shit, we were very insensitive to all subs and
It was a flashback.
But that being said, I love Infinity War, but Justice for Godfather Part 2, Lion King.
Yeah. Lion King. Oh, what is this matchup?
Doing the brave little toaster.
Wacky.
Jordan, you're up first.
What an adorable match.
Well, yeah. I mean, when the air conditioner like starts like shooting like fumes all over the place, and you think everyone's gonna die, like that, like it's adorable. Like there's some weird stuff in that movie, but
hey, the 80s were a strange time.
Yeah, but I appreciate that though. We don't get too many animated movies, or really any that are that dark, really. So let's go, Brave Little Toaster. Yeah, Steven.
You know what? Even though I do like Paddington 2 a lot, and I haven't seen The Brave Little Toaster, I just think it'd be really funny if this movie ended up going far. So
Yeah.
I'll actually go with The Brave Little Toaster.
Yeah. Richie.
I feel like Paddington's more huggable than a toaster would be. So it's just more of a charming movie. Brave Little Toaster is very dark, so I'll go Paddington 2.
Well, when Paddington hugs you and he has marmalade all over his hands on your back, you may not appreciate
I'm not
that.
defending his marmalade use. Like, that's the worst thing about him. Like, get better taste buds, Paddington. Marmalade tastes like a hatful of arseholes.
Yeah, it's not good, but Malcolm.
Paddington, you can easily hug in a bathtub. You can't hug a Brave Little Toaster in a bathtub.
No, you can't.
I mean,
you could,
but highly frowned upon.
Yeah.
These are reasons to vote for it, not to not vote for it.
But anyway, I kind of want to see Austin's face when he realizes Paddington 2's made it to the poll, so Paddington 2.
There's that too.
Yeah.
Oh, but you see, it's tied 2-2, and it comes down to me.
Yep.
But either way, he'd be like, "Oh, Brave Little Toaster made it to the poll. That's cool. Well, what did it beat? A Godfather."
Not bothering Paddington. No, I went Paddington 2. Paddington.
Austin would have been my
All right. Paddington, I guess.
All right, so we have
Endgame.
Endgame.
I'm kind of curious what Austin would have gone to between Godfather 2 and Infinity War.
Yeah, that might have been close. Yeah.
We have Endgame and Jurassic Park, and I believe we're back down to Steven.
Endgame.
Yeah. Richie.
I'll go J Park. Yeah, I call it J Park. We're on a friend basis.
Nice.
Joseph?
You guys are tight like that? Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm going to go for Endgame.
Yeah. Jacob.
Endgame.
Yeah, this is my number 3 of all time versus my number 12 of all time. But so I got to go with Jurassic Park is 3. So yeah, Jurassic Park.
Endgame goes 3-2. Now we have Wizard of Oz and La La Land, 2 musicals going up against each other.
What, for LA or for Oz?
Yeah, you going for LA or the Land of Oz, Richie?
Yeah.
I mean, two musicals. Like, I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but I like both of these movies. I'll go with the one I've seen more, which is Oz. And maybe is that because I'm Australian? Oz, maybe.
Ozzy,
Yeah.
Ozzy.
Oz, Aussie, yeah. Was it? Well, I imagine it wasn't filmed in Australia. I don't think, but Oz kind of makes it feel like maybe in some weird way it could have been, but Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy and cheap for me to jump on a plane and fly over to Oz. It's really expensive to jump on a plane and fly to LA. But that being said, I've been to Oz before. I haven't been to LA, so I'm going to go LA. La La Land.
Yeah.
You've been to Oz, it's probably better, right? Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's an expensive factor, but it's probably better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Wizard of Oz.
Okay. I mean, I could just drive right over to LA. Like, it's not that far, but not to Oz. But you know what? I'm a person who loves to travel, and I love like exotic places. So let's go Wizard of Oz. Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to have an older movie on here, so I'll go with Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. It is cool.
Right, so Wizard of Oz will move on. We'll move to the other side where we have Searching and Back to the Future Part 2. Ooh. And Malcolm, I believe you're starting this one.
But yeah, I meant to say this in the first one, but I think we know the trick, or last one, the trick to getting Jordan to vote for something other than Spider-Man is put it up against the Back to the Future movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that is one way.
But that being said, Justice for Spider-Man No Way Home, I'm going to go Searching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jacob.
I'm just going to go with it because I like it better. Searching.
Yeah, so I was just double checking. Searching makes my 128, but it's 127 on my list. So it's like it's there, but it's like pretty high up there. But Back to the Future 2 is like it's in my top 5, probably like I think it's about 4th or 5th of all time. So let's go Back to the Future Part 2. Yeah. Steven.
I'm going with Back to the Future 2, but I guess I should watch Searching since everyone seems to love it so much.
You should, and then when you're done with that, watch Missing.
Yeah, a great double feature. Yeah. Richie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Searching. I'll go with Malcolm. I don't know what we're looking at, but we'll find something.
You're gonna go Searching with him? All right.
We have The Lion King and Paddington 2.
Oh man!
I'm up first. And I'm going with The Lion King.
Yeah, I'll go Lion King. Steven?
Lion King.
Yep. Richie?
Lion King.
Yeah.
Just going for Lion King to finally.
Lion King is moving on. Anyone, I'm going to show some love to Paddington 2.
Yeah.
It's time for Lion King to win a tournament, guys.
Yeah, I feel like it should have won by now, but I guess it hasn't.
We have our final four. On the first side, we have Endgame and Wizard of Oz, and we'll start with Jordan.
Well, that's pretty easy, I think. Endgame, yeah, it's in my top 20, so Endgame. Yeah. Steven.
It's not that easy for me actually, because Wizard of Oz they're both in my top. Endgame is much higher, but I think they're both in my top 50. So, but I'm gonna go with Endgame.
Yeah. Richie.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Time for Endgame to finally win a tournament. Supposedly it hasn't, but Endgame.
I would say the same thing is
not?
probably true for Wizard of Oz, though, too.
I thought Endgame had won the tournament, but maybe
I thought maybe it had, but
Austin
remember.
sort of said to me at one stage it's come to the final a few times, but it hasn't actually won.
Okay, yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
So I remember him saying that. I can't remember what the topic was, but he was we were talking about it.
Well, I would have went Wizard of Oz, but Endgame has the votes.
Yep.
Nice.
That's the votes.
So,
right.
Steven, we'll go to you first for Searching and The Lion King.
I'll go with the one I've seen, The Lion King.
Yep. Richie.
Lion King.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Lion King.
That's right. Jacob.
Lion King.
And I'd probably go Searching. But I'm not mad about the Lion King. I don't think I think these are ones that have made it pretty far in these tournaments, but they haven't ever won. So
we have our finals. We have Avengers Endgame going up against Lion King. Two heavy hitters, but apparently have never won. So
yeah,
I believe we are starting with Richie.
All right. Well, I am going to go with the film that I watched in theater. Abby, look, I'm getting to it. Okay, she's pretty choking on her food. Awesome. I'm going to go the movie I watched in theaters for the first time. My first theater experience, The Lion King. Come with me, guys. Come on.
Right. Are you going to say Endgame? I'm like,
yeah,
that was your first.
Yeah. I don't really watch my movies, guys. I don't know why.
Yeah, man,
right.
You get to the theater more often. Yeah, Malcolm.
Endgame.
Yeah, Jacob.
Lion King.
It's funny how this thing. So like I ranked my movies on Flickchart, and I was like searching that's rated number 127 on my list. I'm going to plug it into their little algorithm and see, because they do like a 1v1 matchup and you get to play the little game. It's now 59, like just like that, like weird after doing the little like game with it. So I think it deserves more than 127. But here, I think it's got to be Endgame. Yeah, like it was just like an achievement of like the culmination of like all the phases up until that point, and like just what they're able to do with it was pretty amazing. So yeah, Steven.
I'll go with the one that I've seen more, which despite only being comparatively a few years old, I've seen Endgame a lot more than The Lion King. So I'll go with Endgame.
Yeah.
No, we tried.
There we go. Boom. Avengers Endgame. It deserves. I think
we tried.
I think that Infinity Wars won one, so I mean it's fitting.
Yeah, because I think Infinity War won the MCU one, because I think a lot of people on that panel were Infinity War is better than Endgame people's.
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. So cool. Yeah. We got it.
Can't believe you guys are making Malcolm watch a 3-hour movie when he could have been
like
done in less than 90 minutes. You guys,
yeah, man.
Well,
Like,
he's got
he's got
They
schedule.
hate
He's
you,
got
man.
like Rankum. He's got like Full Metal. He got Full Metal Random. He's got full.
And
You
now
know,
you have to watch a 3-hour.
I mean, how
Yeah.
do you watch the movie that I was planning on watching
Full Metal.
in the next
But
few
no,
days
I'm just saying that
anyway?
you don't have to though. You got a Full Metal Classic coming out. You know, you've got
Yeah,
what
I
you know.
mean,
You
if
still
you were
work at
planning on watching
KFC.
it, you
You
should-
don't
He
you don't
voted
have
for it
to
himself.
movie. 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it took Jordan 7 months to watch his, so
Yeah, right. So you got some time. I mean, you can watch it, but just watch it before we ever like. I don't know what comes next after your top 128, but before we feature you again on something. I mean, technically we are going to next week because it's your birthday, but still, that's different. So, but cool. Yeah, that was a fun time, guys. Thanks for jumping on. I'm glad we were able to get you on, Steven, because I felt kind of bad. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of overbooked, but we were able to get you on. So cool. And yeah, so we'll just do some plugs really quick. So yeah, we'll start with Steven. Where can we find you?
All over social media, I suppose. But as far as plugs, only thing I got at the moment is when I'll be back here on Friday for Matt Damon versus Ben Affleck. I'll probably watch. I don't know if it's on the list, but I'll probably watch Air either tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch it tomorrow, but we just got a snowstorm. We got 2 feet of snow in April here, so that sucks. So, and my theater's an hour away, so I got to see how the roads are. So.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine Ears on the list just because only literally just come out. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Austin made the bracket's already made.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to put Air on the list just yet. If we did a
Yeah.
rewatch,
But based off everything I've heard, I think you should still watch it.
Yeah, we didn't put it on the list. We actually had it for our group. I posed the question to everyone. Do you think it should be on the list? Everyone said no, but we'll give it some time. So we'll probably revisit a lot of these topics in like in a year or two, something like that, and maybe see if they turn out different. But yeah. Well, Richie, where can we find you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're talking about recent movies, I watched Dungeons and Dragons yesterday. Surprisingly good. Go watch.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
didn't like wasn't a fan of the trailer. It's just pretty funny, and quite enjoyable. So yeah, watch that. I'm probably gonna watch Mario Brothers in the next couple of days too. So yeah, watch that. But yeah, as far as find me, yeah, I'll be on that Ben Affleck, Matt Damon show. Yeah, and then Lonely Marks. I think the next thing we're doing, we're drafting our dream WrestleMania card for next year, so that would be kind of cool.
Nice.
You can find me talking over vacuum cleaners. No, but
Nice.
and yeah, you could find me doing wrestling trivia on Combat Wrestling Trivia. You can find me doing a wrestling enemy trivia on Jordan P.S. Owens' channel. You can find me at on my TV podcast, Telling Me Streaming. The next one we're reviewing is Thanksgiving, so that should be fun. The 500 miles per hour storm just got dropped on yesterday. So that with Casper Van Dien, so that was interesting. That was a tough watch. So yeah, go check that out. And yeah. Silent movies take a lot out of me because they're not great. Anyway,
yeah.
But I'll other than that, I'm around. So check that out.
Yeah, you're really putting yourself through it by watching all these bad movies from Tubi, Richie. So yeah, but we're gonna say you're speaking of like WrestleMania that and the Lonely Marks, Steven, I know you're not the biggest like wrestling fan as the rest of us. It is going to be in Philadelphia next year, so that's kind of close to you. So, but yeah, Malcolm, where can we find you?
I'm just waiting for WrestleMania to venture outside the US and come to New Zealand.
Yeah, right.
They've been in Canada
someday, maybe.
I mean, they're going to Puerto Rico for Backlash, so I mean, it's not impossible for pay-per-view or premium live events to be outside of the States now.
Yep.
But yeah, you can find me here next week when I teach a whole bunch of Americans about New Zealand actors or
Yeah.
and slash directors slash screenwriters. Because I've thrown in a few extra directors and screenwriters in there too that they wouldn't know by name, but based on the movies they've been in, they will know. So that's going to be for my birthday stream, which I think is next Wednesday. I think we said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
That'll be on
think
Wednesday,
Jacob's got the 11th. I've got the day after.
Yeah.
Because we share a birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really do.
Yeah.
You can
I don't know how
also find.
we didn't know that till recently, but yeah.
Well, I remembered. I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, I should have remembered last because I think we had Jacob had that discussion last year, but
Okay.
but
it's the one
yeah,
time where somebody can say happy birthday and you can say, hey, you too.
Yeah, right. You too.
But you can also find me on Take 3 tomorrow. We've got Rankum on. We're doing top 12 video games that should be made into movies. And then we'll be back into a regular time on Sundays, but
Mario
it's going to be top 12 WWE's overdue Hall of Fame inductees. So.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob, where can we find you?
Yeah, and Richie and I will be on that episode of Rankum talking about the WWE Hall of Fame. It's going to be a fun time. You can catch me here. I do these from time to time, tournament fights, tier ranker fights. The Lonely Marks podcast about movies. I don't know when Austin and I will be doing our next episode, but he and I will talk, and I'm sure we'll figure out a time when he's ready. But other than that, yeah, making my return to combat wrestling trivia pretty soon. Going to be doing some lights out trivia as well. So looking forward to getting back into some trivia, or at least trivia that I know. So that should be fun. And yeah, so that's what I got.
Nice. Sounds good. Yeah. I still gotta check the release date because I was gonna try to see Air tomorrow, but I don't know if Super Mario's out. 'Cause usually I try and do a double feature. But I don't know if that's
We
out.
both come out tomorrow. Yes.
Well, cool. That'll work then because I'm gonna say I'm unavailable Thursday because I'm doing trivia with a JB3. I don't know the name of his league, but I just signed up.
That's the lights out.
That's like
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I'll be doing that also. So yeah. But yeah, and for the Matt Damon Ben Affleck matchup on Friday, I tried to reach out to all my Boston people to try to get them on. Nobody really bit, except for we had somebody that had to drop out, Austin. So we're able to get Dan Skip Allen. He's the guy from Boston. So yeah, that'll be cool. He's pretty excited for it. So yeah, we'll be doing that Friday in honor of Air. We probably should have done some kind of video game thing. Now that I think about it, but it's all right. We went with one of them.
Well, video game thing, and they're doing it. You should have, yeah, maybe. Have you done video game stuff on the channel? You've done the favorite video game thing before.
Yeah, we did a favorite video games, like actually for a tournament fights battle, we all picked video games, and I think we did. I want to say like a tier ranker of the best video game movies. I think.
Yeah, wasn't there one where Mortal Kombat won or something?
Yeah, there's something like that. Yeah, so
it should.
Maybe we did it for a tournament fight. I can't quite remember, but
as long as
I think you did video game movies.
Yeah, we did that, and then very early on, it was like our third episode ever of tier ranker fights. We did best video games of all time. We just really put like top 100 video games on a tier ranker and just like voted on them. So there is that too. And actually, that one we was like back when we're like, well, this episode's going long. We want to make it a part 2. Let's come back next week. We used to do that. So yeah. And then you can find us on the social medias at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram. We've been trying to kind of put up more shorts and like things on like TikTok, Instagram stories, Facebook story, all that stuff. So just watch for more of those coming up. I got a few a little bit ready to go. I'm going to be actually doing some quick movie reviews just based on my flick chart, I'm just gonna bring up random movies, and I'm gonna do. I'll tell you where I have it ranked on my personal list. I'll give you 3 pros and 3 cons. Whether I like the movie or not, I'm going to find 3 pros and 3 cons. So I'm going to do that. And then in Austin soon, we're getting ready to start a TikTok movie hero channel. Austin's going to basically run it, and we're doing all kinds of reviews over there. So you can check that out soon. That's coming soon. We did just
before we do that. It's just nagging me. Hey Malcolm, what's your dog's name?
Max.
Hey Max, how you going?
Yeah. I actually used to have a dog named Max. It was
So did I.
But yeah, it's a common one.
Hey, what's wrong with Wolfie?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Wolfie?
Yeah. Wolfie, come on.
Isn't Max the name of the dog in Terminator 2?
Oh yeah, yeah. But
that's why I said that.
But yeah, oh yeah. So Chris Scott, like we actually put up a couple of YouTube shorts. We're been trying to do that, so those are up on the channel now. He sent me one that he wanted to be one short. It was way too long, so I split up into 4 parts. So that's there. But you can find the poll with the Elite 8 from this whole entire 3-part series over on the Schwinn Friends and Family. I'm gonna try to put that up within the next 24 hours. So watch for that over there, and you can vote. You can voice your opinions over there. Let Malcolm know what you think of his favorite movies. If you like them, you don't like them, like whatever. So, and then just a few more episodes we have coming up. So we this upcoming Tuesday we're doing an episode for Jacob Barber for his birthday. He's gonna do one movie from every year that he's been alive, so it'll make a half bracket of 32.
Not including including 2023.
Yeah,
the year's not
yeah,
over
we're
yet.
still the year's not over yet. So yeah,
I can't wait till I'm doing the show when I'm 64. So we can talk 64.
Yeah,
we're
right.
28. We're doing this again.
No one's gonna last till 128 though.
Oh man, look, hey, it's a challenge.
You never know. Technology is a thing. I mean, maybe.
There is the thing where it's like, human beings might live till 100 and something. Like, I don't want that. Fuck that.
If I can stay,
have Scream 76 going up again.
If I'm of sound mind, I wouldn't mind living that long.
Beyond that, I don't know, man. I'll get bored.
I plan on living until at least tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. We'll see what happens after that. You got to at least live until your birthday. I mean, this next week. We got to do that. So.
We've already got the episode planned.
Yeah. I mean, I need something to fill up time on the channel. What else am I going to do? Right? But we're also doing an episode for Malcolm that he mentioned. We're going to be doing 64 New Zealand actors. And we're going to vote on it. And Malcolm swears we're going to know most of them. So hopefully that works out. We'll see. But and then we're going to be doing on Friday. We're doing Best Movie Teams Part 2. We had Best Movie Duos scheduled for this week, but I have to find a new slot for that.
You mean next Friday? Because I thought Friday is when Ben Affleck and Matt Damon is.
Yeah, it'll be a week from Friday. Yeah.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. So
this is next week.
Yeah.
The 14th.
Yeah, but then also coming up, we have our best animated tier ranker of the 2000s. That's going to be like one of the toughest, like maybe the toughest year. We'll see. It's going to have a lot in there.
I know it won't make it to the top 10 because people don't love it as much as I do, but I would love to see Meet the Robinsons make the top 10 for that.
It might be an underrated
bring
one.
it up.
Yeah. Yeah, but
watch Barnyard make the top 10 and Meet the Robinsons misses out.
I bring up Meet the Robinsons because Steven wanted me to bring it up. I give it an F. No, just
yeah. I don't know if I've even seen that.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
So I might watch it. We'll see. But and then we have our Nick Cage versus Keanu Reeves match that's coming up.
That's
It's
gonna
going to
be
have
a
Paul
good one.
Preston, Adam Witt, and Kevin Smith. So yeah, that'll be fun, and it's honor of Renfield, because both those actors have movies that are like released fairly close to each other. Then we also have our best movies of 2013 ladder series, so that's coming soon. And then we're gonna get to my mystery tier ranker, because my birthday is also in April. It's April 30th, and so I'm gonna do a mystery tier ranker. It's just gonna be I've been hyping up my flick chart recently, and so I'm just gonna hit the randomizer 32 times, because there's going to be 2 movies that'll show each time, and then I'll take 64 of those. I'm going to do a little pre-show where you can see it. Just be a quick, maybe like 20 minutes or something, just kind of showing what movies are going to make that tournament, so you can see that it actually will in fact be completely random. So yeah, we'll have that one, and then we also have movies with punctuation in the title. Still got to put that episode together. See if we hopefully have 64. I imagine there is, but I don't know. So
there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, and then we're gonna get to our best movie teams championship, which I was gonna do on the same week as the best movie duos, but we may have to just push part 2 of the movie duos to that week. I think that's probably what we're gonna do. And then I'll just say one. Well, 2 more bonus episodes. When Mother's Day comes up in May, we'll be getting to best movie moms of all time. We did best TV moms last year, so now we'll do movie moms. And then also a friend of the show, Michael Wolfman Wyndham, we're finally getting to his top 64. That'll be in May. So yeah, there's still people out there that just haven't done these things. So they keep going. So yeah, but that's everywhere where you can find us. So, but thanks again, guys. This has been a fun time, and I'm gonna leave you with a little deepfake compilation that I made, and no one's seen this yet, but it's for Malcolm's episode. So for Steven, for Richie, for Malcolm, for Jacob, for Brian, for Jennifer, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.